today's video on my SR20, guys. If you're a proud T25 owner, go below, leave a like. We're gonna be putting up the boost on the T25 today. We have our HKS Wastegate. Of course, you cannot up the boost without doing a test run first. So we're gonna start this up, see how it pulls with the T25 on stock boost, which is 7 pounds. And then this is gonna get put on, tuned to around between 10 to 12 pounds. And we're gonna see what the difference feels like. Cam today. We're gonna get the car warmed up, then we'll start doing some pulls. I'm probably not gonna hit 100% throttle, but as long as I hit max boost, I think that'll be good enough for the test. I'm gonna give it a little more juice than normal just to get it warmed up pretty fast. Just there, we're peaking at like 9 psi. Now I'm going to try to hit full boost for a longer amount of time to see if that's a peak or if it's constant. Now this wastegate, we're holding constant at 9 psi, which is interesting. And I did hit 100% throttle, guys, and that's the first time I've ever done that in this car. I'm pretty sure it's a bit normal for these wastegates to run. Oh my God. I'm pretty sure it's normal for these wastegates to run at 9 psi, but it's supposed to be a peak, and it kind of held there, so that's weird. All right, so we're gonna head back to the shop right now. The wastegate's super hot, so we can't change it today. First thing tomorrow, we're gonna be swapping out that wastegate, and we need to do some testing because it's adjustable. It just started raining. You guys already know there's no tread on here. In order to do this test to make sure that we have the wastegate set properly, we have to hit full boost. I'm not gonna hit full boost with no tread and a wet road, so test driving is done for the day. But we can still install the wastegate. Also, please don't make fun of my outfit today.
Boy.
One thing that I want to do, my hood latch just hangs down here on the floor. I never did that until I installed my Modelo drive fenders. I'll put a card at the top of the screen if you want to see that. But we need to get this mounted, preferably on the hood latch area. We just have to pull the fender off and do that, so that'll be a project for another day. It is extremely hot in here. I will be sweating. Florida. There's our wastegate. I'll put arrows per normal. I'm gonna have to disconnect my heat shield for the brake master cylinder. This off, take our ground off, and we should have enough space to reach in, get that C-clip off the actuator arm and pull the wastegate. It'll be two 12mm bolts on the front for the bracket. We also have to disconnect the hose that gives it the reading to open and close. All right, heat shield is off. Now you guys can see that actuator arm a lot better.
All right, I'm gonna use this pick to get the wastegate off, and once it's off, I'll show you guys where I place this to pull the C-clip out. Generic C-clip. So now that this is out, the arm will slide off with the nub. Also with this pick, what I did is I just got this pick right here, pushed in, and then pulled, and that's how I popped it out of place.
All right, so this should come off pretty easily. There we go. And this is the flap, if you can see that, which seems a little wonky, but still works, I'm assuming. I'm gonna disconnect this hose. I go straight to the wastegate. And you guys can see those two 12mm bolts. That's the last thing we have to do, and the wastegate should come out. I just popped both of those bolts loose with just this 1/4" ratchet. Pretty much a good amount of space. I'm gonna try to get the rest with my hand and pull the wastegate out. Ladies and gentlemen, here is our old T25 OEM wastegate. I just realized this bracket for the OEM wastegates is welded on. I believe adjustable or aftermarket ones have it where the bracket can be bolted on and taken off and stuff like that to adapt to different types of turbos. You can see the rod on the stock ones. Just a rod, non-adjustable, no threads, no bolt, no nothing. Here's the HKS wastegate. Like I said, the bracket can be taken on or off because it's a bolt-on bracket. The aftermarket HKS is adjustable. So you can see it has a completely different actuator arm, and it actually has threads with a nut. With these, to decrease boost, you're gonna thread this out. To increase it, you're gonna thread it in. Obviously, it takes some adjusting and driving and tweaking each time to get it to the right desired PSI.
All right, here's something I wanna try out, guys. If the max boost on this is 14 and I just bottomed out this piece, that means if I can measure the difference between the two of these and divide it evenly, I can figure out the exact length that would put me close to 10 or 12 PSI.
So this is the change in PSI per 1/4 inch. So this is set to 4 7/8 of an inch, which is ½ an inch shorter than our 5 3/8 of an inch stock wastegate, ½ inch decrease. Because it's shorter than OEM length, you have to pull it, and it's not easy to pull. The two 12mm bolts are tightened, the C-clip is on. It's just ready for a test drive now. I almost forgot to connect the vacuum source to the wastegate, so I'm gonna do that now and then close the hood. Hopefully I adjusted the actuator arm perfectly so I can get anywhere between 10 to 12 PSI. Let's go test it. I just misshifted into 4th gear. Thank you. Oh my God, this thing is already like getting me rowdy, bro. Go, bro, no, there's no shot. Oh my God, bro. Guys, one thing that's absolutely freaking insane, it's insane. The turbo flutter is so much louder. The car sounds crazy. Like, it's just so much Japanese goodness. Like, it's insane. It's insane. The car's drivable. I don't want to push it past 13 because that's starting to get to the limit of the T25. And obviously, I want this car to last a long time and be reliable and not just have power. It's 10 PSI right now.
That boost was kicking in so hard that she had to come outside and the car's not even turned on. 10 PSI, that's what we're set at right now. It's definitely so much more rowdy than before. This one did peak around maybe 13 at the highest, but it settled down. It looks like it's a constant 10 now. I'm probably gonna head to a car meet with Sebastian. Car cooled down a little bit. We're gonna go to a little car meet. Let's see if I have the courage to pull the camera out. Just filled up, about to head to the meet. Sebastian's here in the daily. We out? Next day again, that meet was really cool. Wastegate's on, pushing 10 PSI. I'm ready for another session, but we need tires first. So once we do that, we'll be able to do a high grip, high boost, high speed session. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.